Good afternoon, everyone. Today, EduFocal Limited is live with you, parents, teachers, aunts and uncles, students and friends for a big announcement. I hope you're excited to be here because I sure am. I'm your host, Kamisha Swaby. Beside me is the CEO and co-founder of EduFocal Limited, Gordon Swaby. And listen, it is not coincidental that we share the same last name. If you don't know, we are happily married to each other, and that's why we can be in the same space with the masks off at this time. We also recently welcomed our son into the world, and so discussions about the future of education are even more important to us. All right, so who is here with us this afternoon? After all, you are our specially invited guests. Tell me, from what parish are you joining us so I can say a quick hello to you? All right, I see Latoya, West Blackwood. I'm excited like you are. Good afternoon, Latoya. Helen Hoffman, good afternoon. I hope you're enjoying lunchtime and thank you for taking the time to join us at this time. Hello, Shalina Young. This is the moment you've been waiting for. I've been waiting with you too, Shalina. Crystal Clark is joining us all the way from Portland. KB Watson is with us from St. Andrew. Hello. Hi, Georgia from Kingston. A number of Kingstonians, man. Who's with us? See, Carol from Clarendon is with us. Good afternoon, Carol. And I'm seeing Yazreen from St. James. Okay. Do we have any grade 6 parents? Hi, Keisha from Manchester. If your child is going into grade 6, say hello and let me know. And let me also know if we have any grade 5 parents. Judine from St. Anne. Judine, that's my parish. Good afternoon. Okay, hello, Lola West from Kingston. We have Carisha from St. Mary. Great. And I'm seeing Jackie. I hope I've gotten that right, Jackie, from Westmoreland. Marcia, you have a grade 6 student. Fantastic, Marcia. And KB Watson, grade 5 PEP student. Excellent. Hi, Carlene from Trelawney. Good. Miss Tucker, you have a grade 6 student. Fantastic. We have some people going all the way from grade 2. EduFocal will be ready to serve you guys soon. Jacqueline Alvaranga, she's a grade 6 parent. Excellent. Okay, and we have Shalina Brown's child is going into grade 6. We have lots of grade 5 parents. So we have an entire pepped up family with us this afternoon, and I'm so happy that you have joined us because it's about to be a big announcement. Well, you know what? Since we've done the fantastic roll call and you've all been so excited to join us, we have grades 4, 5, and 6 represented, and even more of you. Let us jump into the conversation. I mean, if you're here already, we could assume that you know about EduFocal, but let's not assume that because I know we have some new people who have joined us. So, Gordon, what is EduFocal?
So first, Kamisha, let me say that it's really good to be out of the house. You know, we've been cooped up in the house for months. You know,
yes.
You know, as you mentioned earlier, we have a child now, and it's been such an amazing journey. But EduFocal is Jamaica's leading online learning exam preparation platform for grades 4 to 6 students. Our mission is to make learning fun while providing students with the tools, resources, and the confidence they need to excel in PEP and pass for their school of choice.
You've been around for what now, 8 years?
We've been around for close to 9 years actually. March 15, 2021 will make 9 years since we've been around, so it's been a while.
It has. Yeah. Okay, in that time, what would you say are some of the major accomplishments of EduFocal Limited?
Getting married to you.
Not EduFocal related.
But seriously, you know, for me, the most fulfilling thing, you know, in my job as CEO of the company is seeing how excited the students are using our platform. You know, in our almost 9 years, we've, you know, given or donated almost 5 million Jamaican dollars in cash to students who need it in terms of scholarships. You know, we've given almost $10 million in kind. And we formed such a great relationship with the Ministry of Education, and we're really excited about what we're going to announce today. We think it's a game changer. In fact, we know it's a game changer, and I'm looking forward to talking a bit more about it later on.
I've gotten a front row seat, so I know you've been super excited. But anyways, the market you are in, it has grown considerably, right? What is it that keeps EduFocal what is it that makes you different? What keeps you as a premier choice for parents, teachers, and students across Jamaica?
So we take a holistic approach to educating our students. Our teaching methods, additional support, resources, and technology-powered classrooms are designed to increase every child's competence and confidence and to ensure their academic success. And look, we're always innovating. Innovation is the name of the game, and in a period like this, we're excited about all of the the innovating that we're doing. And again, we're looking forward to making that announcement today.
Fantastic segue for me, because I wanted to get to that point of innovation. World over, education has been impacted by the novel coronavirus. From your vantage point, Gordon, how has COVID-19 changed the education landscape?
I mean, that's such a huge, task in terms of how it has changed, the game and what has happened. In March, we had a huge shift in terms of how we think about education in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world. And for us, we focused a lot on test prep, and we've been able to make a quick shift in that period of time. We introduced our live classes, and I mean, we moved from, say, 1,000 active users per week on EduFocal to 10, 20,000 users per week. And it's been such an exciting journey. And for us, that right there is a part of the change in terms of we believe that the blended learning approach will be a major part of how we move forward in Jamaica and the rest of the world, because you can't scale good teachers without technology. Technology has to be a part of the equation, and we believe in using technology to enhance the educational process.
So you sort of had to take a leap further into this 21st century education and
Absolutely.
so on. But with COVID-19, what was EduFocal's response? How did you contribute to keeping students engaged during this time?
So when schools were closed, we were contacted by the Ministry of Education. They asked us, how we could facilitate students, their continued education while they're out of school. We stepped up to the task. We have such an amazing team, and we were able to deploy our live classes where we were educating more than 10,000 students on the EduFocal platform per week. And that was a huge task. We employed over 50 teachers. We had to train them in a very short period of time. But again, it has been such a fulfilling experience, and we're excited about continuing that process and just even being more involved in transforming education in Jamaica and ultimately the Caribbean and the rest of the world.
Gordon, I keep hearing that word excited from you, as well as a number of your team members. I'm pretty familiar with some of the EduFocal team members, and so I know you're all pretty excited about what's to come.
Yeah.
So how will EduFocal continue to address the needs of the community, the Jamaican community, and even further afield, moving into the next school year?
So over the last few months, we've been working with members of our community to develop long-term solutions to the changes we're currently facing in the educational landscape. The solutions we will be providing were inspired by the thoughts, ideas, and concerns of the parents in our EduFocal community. We want parents to know that EduFocal is here to work alongside you to support your children through this time and beyond. We understand the challenges you're currently facing and your need for an online learning solution that meets your children where they are. With that being said, and I think this is the official drum roll moment. With that being said, I'm pleased to announce that EduFocal is officially launching a full-day online learning program for PEP students called EduFocal PEP Academy.
Oh, EduFocal PEP Academy. That sounds pretty exciting. Now, the truth is, listeners, viewers, I can actually say, look, I don't know all the details about this, so I'm excited to learn the details about this with you. What exactly is EduFocal PEP Academy?
So, EduFocal PEP Academy is our newest online learning program for students in grades 4 to 6. This program is designed to bring back the support and structure PEP students need to become well-rounded individuals prepared for success, not only in PEP, but in life.
Okay. And what can people expect from EduFocal PEP Academy?
So when students are registered, they'll immediately have access to live classes daily, which will cover all of the core PEP subject areas. We've recruited some of the best expert PEP teachers from top-performing prep and primary schools across the island. They've joined the EduFocal team to coach, support, and guide our students through their PEP journey every step of the way.
So in addition to all the other amazing things that you've been offering, you are now, what, an online school?
No, so we're going beyond that. We know that with the changes we've discussed in the educational landscape, in order to prepare students for success in their exams and when they move on from prep and primary school, the experience we provide needs to go beyond just online classes. PEP Academy is a complete online education experience. In addition to full days of online classes, we're also offering additional resources designed specifically to meet the developmental needs of our students. When students register, they will also have unlimited access to our homework center, where students and parents can connect live with teachers after classes for additional support with problem topics or just checking on their child's progress. Or Learning Lab, where learning doesn't end just because classes have. Students will have 24/7 access to our Learning Lab, where they'll be able to sharpen their skills with over 23,000 practice questions, math problems and solutions, videos, tutorials, and more. And then there's our live report card. This will allow parents to keep up with your child's progress in real time and identify and address areas of concern immediately. Essentially, with EduFocal PEP Academy, no child gets left behind. It's just not an option. To continue to encourage our students to take responsibility for their academic success and strive for greatness, students registered for PEP Academy will still be able to earn points and prizes for completing quizzes and tests in our Learning Lab. Another huge part of the experience we're providing is also ensuring that students have a safe environment that allows them to develop into well-rounded individuals who can find and explore their passion outside of the classroom. Students registered for EduFocal PEP Academy will also have access to our clubhouse. This is a feature I'm really excited about. This is our weekly extracurricular activity center where they'll be able to just really have fun. That's really what it is.
And you've been focusing on making learning fun.
Absolutely.
Right. Good.
Our clubhouse will offer bonus activities, workshops and lessons like foreign language classes, financial literacy workshops, arts and crafts, drama, you name it. And these are just some of the features we've worked with our EduFocal parent community to roll out for the beginning of the school year.
Wow.
And of course, more features will be offered over time.
More features?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Told you we're working hard.
All right, so if you are in the chat, this is your time because you can actually ask questions of Gordon Swaby and the EduFocal team, and you'll be getting your responses live. So you've just heard that big announcement. More than an online school, EduFocal PEP Academy. So I want to get your feedback. I'll be taking your questions as well. But in the meantime, Gordon, how can people learn more and where can they register?
So EduFocal, well, our newest offering will be available today. It will be live in a couple hours, and we'll make the announcement on our social media pages. So once it's live, they can go to www.edufocal.com and they'll be able to sign up. And of course, all they need to know in terms of pricing and so on, they can access at edufocal.com.
All right.
So we're going live later this evening, and we're looking forward to the feedback from our audience.
Okay, good. So I'm seeing some comments. There are people who are excited. They're saying, oh, this is fantastic for nation building. And I did see one question. I want to go back to that question. Okay, so Natalie Mohan Hamilton has a question for you, Gordon. She wants to know, for this PEP Academy, do you have one-on-one learning for the students?
So that's a great question. So, I mentioned earlier that we're rolling out new features. We're going to have a lot of features, including one-on-one support. Parents can have one-on-one support with the children. We'll also have weekend extra classes. There are a lot of things that we have coming. So, that's a great question. Thanks for asking. We're not rolling that out right now, as in September, but it is something that we'll definitely be rolling out in the short term.
I'm seeing over on Facebook, there are a number of persons, Gordon, who are saying that, they had an amazing time using it. You said, I'm seeing one commenter who says, you guys did an amazing job. My daughter benefited tremendously. That is Teresha Oliphant. And other parents are agreeing and saying they had a fantastic time. But there's a question from Facebook. Anne-Marie Johnson wants to know, when do the online classes officially begin? When does school begin with EduFocal?
So registration starts today. And classes officially begin September 14th. So that's next week, Monday.
All right.
Officially start classes. I mean, I wish I was a child again. I'd love to join these classes because when I was going to school, I wasn't a big, sitting in classes all day wasn't my thing, really. And I mean, I would have loved if a solution like EduFocal was available at that point in time. The thing about it is that I believe that it is not necessary to try and replicate the offline learning experience online. At the end of the day, if a child wants to opt into our classes throughout the day, they can. The classes, as I mentioned earlier, are available every day. If they want to opt into some of the classes, they can. But ultimately, our ultimate goal is that students pass for their school of choice and get value beyond just what is within the PEP curriculum. And that's exactly what we're doing.
All right. Now, there are other questions for you, Gordon. Carlene Smith wants to know, how many hours per day will classes be offered?
So classes will be from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. daily. The schedule or the timetable remains the same every week. So the beautiful thing about it is that parents don't have to guess when classes are happening daily. It's just like a real school timetable. It happens at the same time every day. And again, if you want your child to opt into a 9 a.m. class, he or she can. If you don't want them to opt in, that's fine. We are recording all our classes every single day. They'll be available online for viewing. And if your child is going through the videos that the teachers are going through the recorded classes and they don't understand, they can always reach out to our teachers on the platform. We've hired over 10 teachers right now, and we're going to be hiring more teachers soon. So again, it's really giving students access to some of the best teachers in the island, and I'm excited about it. And as I said to you earlier, I wish I could go back to school again.
Gordon, listen, a lot of people across YouTube and Facebook are asking, what's the cost? People want to know how much money they will need to spend, how much money they'll need to invest in their students' education. So what's the cost?
So it's hard to speak to the costing right now because we're offering a lot of discounts. There are different packages that we're offering to parents. So once once we go live later this evening, they can check out all of the packages and they can reach out to our customer support. They can pre-register. And of course, we'll be fielding all of the questions regarding prices. But I'd encourage parents to sign up very early.
Yes.
Because the earlier you sign up, the greater you'll benefit from the discounts that we're offering.
So is it that there are options that parents could choose from and that will have a direct impact on the pricing? So you might opt into certain things and opt out of others?
Correct. Which is why, I can't really speak to prices.
So there's no specific price right now. You just have to go on the website, choose a package that is for you and your child, and then you'll see the cost.
Correct.
The website is below on our stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's www.edufocal.com. Okay? Denise Gale, so we have more questions for you. And for those of you who have joined us online, you're doing such a fantastic job keeping us company because we're just used to seeing our own two faces. Anyway, Denise Gale has a question, Gordon. She wants to know, how will this be different from the summer program that was offered? I need clarity because some students were not included in the orientation.
Yeah, so that's a great question. So over the summer, we demoed, or rather we experimented with this offering. It was a very, very small scale offering that we limited to, I think, to around 200 parents. The feedback that we've received from the parents was amazing. This offering is not limited. We're opening it up to everybody. And where in the summer we only had one class, it's not the case anymore. I mean, in fact, one of the greatest requests that we had from parents was, we love your teachers are amazing, but we want more than one class per day. So you know what? We decided to go all out. No longer one class. We're going to give you 5 classes, 4 classes per day. In fact, it's going to be like real school.
And students will have break time and lunch time.
They have break time, they have lunch time, they have all,
homeroom.
Of course, homeroom. So we are, which is why it is not an online school. We are going beyond what an online school.
And you have clubhouse for clubs and societies.
Absolutely. I remember over the summer there was one clubhouse where it was an arts and crafts session, and parents posted the work of their kids in our Facebook group, and I mean it was such an amazing thing to see. So even if it is a virtual initiative, it does not limit the possibilities in terms of how creative students can get and how much they can learn. In fact, in some instances, you can do more online than you can do offline.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Facebook now, and Shanika Williams has a question. She says, can EduFocal be used as a homeschool platform?
So that's a great question. I think it's okay to say it. So, I mean, we're working with the Ministry of Education currently to register EduFocal as more or less an independent school. Again, this has never been done in the history of Jamaica.
Wow.
What this means is that if your child is registered with EduFocal, when it is time for PEP exams next year, you can do your PEP exams through EduFocal.
That's major.
It's major. That, again, has never been done in Jamaica before. We're not quite there yet, but we're looking to get to that place certainly before the end of September or at least early October.
So, of course,
The
when you
answer
hear
is
another
yes.
big announcement, that might be it.
Yeah,
But with
absolutely.
EduFocal, you're always innovating. It could be anything when you have a big announcement. Okay, Shalina on YouTube has a question. She wants to know, what implications will this have on students since they might already be enrolled in a public or private school?
So, unlike a public or private school where you pay per semester, for EduFocal, you're going to be paying monthly. We've designed our program in such a way that you can opt in at any time and you can opt out at any time. Now, of course, we don't want you to opt out. We want you to stay a part of EduFocal PEP Academy. So even if you're already registered with a school, you can still sign up to EduFocal PEP Academy, be a part of the learning process, and access some of the greatest teachers in Jamaica.
Fantastic. Okay, you have some persons who are already engaged with EduFocal and they too want to know about PEP Academy. So Georgia Mulling says, persons who are already members of the Academy, will we need to re-register?
No. I don't, they'll not need to re-register.
Okay.
In fact, if you're already registered to EduFocal, it's going to be a
all
smooth
the
transition.
information.
Smooth transition. Listen, our team works hard. We have all our bases covered.
Okay, Shamika Williams on Facebook wanted to share some love. She said, my son used this platform since the coronavirus pandemic, and we just lost that one, and he had...
Yeah.
Okay, and he did summer school there, and Gordon, she has about 8 or 10 hearts there. That's how much Shamika and her son enjoyed the platform.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Shamika.
All right. Lori, Jamaica Natural, wants to know, is this for grades 4 to 6 only?
So for now, it's grades 4 to 6 only, but certainly in the future, we'll be expanding it beyond grades 4 to 6.
Okay. You have another big one, Gordon Swaby.
Yeah. In fact, we have a young child, Kemisha. We have to get him ready, for school
course.
very early. So we may have a solution for him soon.
EduFocal, your team will definitely need to design
Because
one.
he's only, 3 weeks old now and he's walking and talking already.
And he has lots of opinions. Anyways, Fabian Sanchez, he says, if a student enrolls in the PEP Academy, is the need for regular school necessary?
Yeah.
That's a delicate one.
Look, different people want different things. If you choose to exclusively have your child on or in EduFocal PEP Academy, that's fine, that's okay. If you want to do both, that's also okay. So that is my answer.
Politically correct response, Gordon Swaby. Kevin Christie says, with so many parents overwhelmed about school, this is really a breath of fresh air. So, of course, Gordon and the EduFocal team, there are people who are pretty excited about this offering.
Yeah.
Okay. Shalina Young makes an interesting comment. She says, I would have loved, though, if the students who completed the Summer PEP Academy had gotten a certificate of completion for the program.
That's a good point. We actually may just implement that. So, at a point to note for our team, we'll definitely have certificate of completion available, and we'll mail them out to all our 200 plus Summer PEP Academy subscribers. And really thank you for trying out this experiment with us during the summer. It worked very well, and we've learned a lot from the process. And this really is version 10.0 of what happened in the summer.
So that's Shalina innovating with you.
I see a great comment too, Kemisha, from Shamika again. She says, Mr. and Mrs. Gordon, but she says, Mr. and Mrs. Swaby, please make the homeschool possible. Your teachers are very good. Thank you very much.
Shout out to the EduFocal teachers, your expert
We really have some
teachers
great teachers.
from across the island.
From across the island.
And isn't that one of the fantastic features, though, that you have this offering online, school online? It means that your teachers can be from anywhere.
Anywhere.
Excellent teachers
Not
just
only
serving
Jamaica.
students anywhere.
Not only Jamaica. No, obviously we have a bias for Jamaican teachers.
And the excellence that they offer.
Absolutely.
Of course.
So we prioritize employing Jamaican teachers. I'm putting the call out there now. If you think you're a great teacher, please send your resume to jobs@edufocal.com. We're always looking for great teachers, math teachers, science teachers, language arts, social studies teachers. Please send those resumes to us. We are on a hiring spree. So really, we're looking forward to, giving or ensuring that students have access to the best talent there is. And technology and the internet facilitates that. And we're really happy and excited about the launch of EduFocal.
Okay, now this is a big one, Gordon. Ramon wants to know, are all the programs certified by the Ministry of Education?
So as I mentioned earlier, we're working with the Ministry of Education currently. We should be finalized soon. As it is, we have been endorsed by the Ministry of Education. EduFocal PEP Academy has not been endorsed by the Ministry of Education yet, but the EduFocal platform itself has been, endorsed by the Ministry of Education. We were a part of as it was mentioned earlier, the original response to COVID-19. We worked with the Ministry of Education on that. We're going through the process with the ministry now, and that should happen in terms of the endorsement and the certification before the end of October.
But in terms of the curriculum that you're using, are you strictly using the curriculum from the Ministry of Education?
We are absolutely using the curriculum from the Ministry of Education.
Fantastic.
But in addition to that, you can, you're obviously getting access to Clubhouse, Homework Center. And again, I'm biased. I have a preference for Clubhouse in terms of how cool that offering is, because it's not a part of the traditional PEP curriculum, but it certainly does add a lot of value for students. We can also announce, though, that we're live. You can now go to edufocal.com.
Okay.
It's available for people to sign up. We're encouraging everybody to sign up. And, if you have any issues, of course, the EduFocal team will be there to support you.
So, EduFocal PEP Academy is live. When you go on, you'll see the options, you'll see the offerings, and you can choose the one that works best for you and your child. All right?
So www.edufocal.com.
And if you are an expert teacher, EduFocal is looking to employ some more of you. So go to www.edufocal.com and you will see the information. You can check on screen. We'll be on screen for you. And you can see the website. What a fantastic website. Your team is really amazing.
Thank
It
you.
looks pretty good. And you'll find the tools, resources. You'll find the information on cost. You'll find the options that are available for you. So it's now on screen. So again, it is www.edufocal.com. I'm seeing daily live interactive classes, full coverage of the PEP curriculum, lots on offer at EduFocal. The Learning Lab. Wow, students will get unlimited access to subject-based quizzes, timed practice tests, over 23,000 practice questions, video tutorials, practice problems and solutions, and their PEP library at EduFocal Limited.
And of course, we're adding content multiple times throughout the month.
Wow.
We're building out our content repository. So again, I just really want to stress, if a parent doesn't want to have his or her child in classes every single day, no worries. They can always access the content on demand. And if they're having issues or struggles with any of the content, or brilliant teachers will be there to support them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're seeing lots of excitement. There are persons who are saying they're truly happy for the growth of the company. There are persons who were, KB says, I was nervous that Jaden would fall behind after school closer. However, EduFocal came in, and I guess EduFocal was a superhero. Thank you, KB Watson, for that. Oh, good question here. Paris Michelle Gordon wants to know, and this perhaps is our penultimate question, would you recommend your platform for students with special needs at this time? Or is this kind of support in the pipeline?
It's in the pipeline. Definitely in the pipeline. Again, I think that with technology, it facilitates many possibilities and it allows scale. And certainly, special needs is close to my heart. It's very, very important for us. And it is something that we will be supporting in the near future. In fact, as it is, if you are blind, we support the JAWS software. EduFocal is compatible.
You're blind or otherwise visually impaired.
Or otherwise visually impaired. We support the JAWS software. So
Fantastic.
EduFocal works very well with JAWS as it is. And that's really I'd say, first step, in terms of supporting special needs. But we do have other things coming in the near future. And I'm excited about rolling that out.
You keep innovating, you keep innovating, you keep innovating. And the final question goes to Kerry J. Grant. And I guess it gives you an opportunity, Gordon, to speak somewhere about Clubhouse. Because Kerry J. wants to know, are you going to be doing after-school classes?
Yes, we are going to be doing after-school classes soon.
Okay, so look, you have full-day school, you have
There's something for everybody.
homework center, you have, let me just go through it. You have learning lab. So you have, first of all, full day of online classes, if you want. Homework center, learning lab, live report classes, clubhouse, and you're telling me that we're going to have after-school classes as well.
Absolutely.
Lots of excitement at EduFocal Limited. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us today for this big announcement from EduFocal. Mr. Swaby said it. It's not just an online school. It's more than that. What a team that has been working to innovate for Jamaica and to bring you, your students, the teachers, solutions, right? To take them along the PEP journey. Shalina Young, I'll take your comment because it's such an apt summation. She wants to thank the EduFocal team, and she says, I love the program. My daughter loved it, and I'm looking forward to working with the team on this PEP journey. Georgia Mullings has already registered, right? So look, there is so much excitement to go around, and really and truly, Gordon, kudos to your team. I guess because I'm with you in the house, I've seen all the times, viewers, that he is just pacing around the house, having all these conversations as they innovate and innovate. He does not stop moving when he's on the phone because he has to think like that. And the team members have really pulled through during a pandemic, and they have innovated, and this is just a fantastic solution that they have put together. Listen, don't wait. Register and secure your spot. Yeah. This is the journey to the future. This is EduFocal, transforming education before our very eyes. Be a part of that journey as they make learning not just fun, but they continue to make it innovative. Gordon, do you have any final words to our people?
My final comments would really just be for my team and my beautiful wife. Really, really thank you to the EduFocal team. You guys have done such an amazing job at executing this. And I also want to thank my wife, Kemisha. You're such an amazing woman. You've added so much value to my life, and I'm really looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you, growing old with you, and seeing our son and our many other children to come grow old.
And they will use the EduFocal platform as well.
Yes, our son will be using the EduFocal platform for sure.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been my pleasure serving as your host today. And I want to thank you for joining us on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram for this conversation. EduFocal PEP Academy is now live. So go to www.edufocal.com, get yourself registered, and go on this PEP journey to success. I'm Kamisha. Thank you so much and have a fantastic afternoon.